Hello everyone and welcome back guys to a brand new video where today we're here back on Gran Turismo Sport. This time round we're back in the Manufacturers series, I can't remember the name. Yeah, I haven't really done anything so far from this season. Obviously as we move into 2021 maybe I'll try and dive back into it a little bit more. I'll be honest, I wasn't a fan of the combos this week for the daily races, Group 1 cars around Alsace or however you pronounce it. It wasn't my idea of fun, I'll be honest, and then obviously the other two shorter races, yeah, just didn't look that interesting to me either. So I thought, we'll jump in Saturday night, have a quick go on the Manufacturers series. We've gone with Porsche again like we did last season. Like I said, I'm not going to do many races in this, so I just thought both Porsche cars are fairly easy to drive, pretty good on their tyres. They're not the quickest in the world, but they're normally pretty consistent as well. So yeah, that's why I've gone with that. But obviously if you go on to enjoy this video, make sure you do leave a like and get yourself subscribed. We qualified P2 for this one, which I was pleasantly surprised because I think we were one of the only people to improve on our second lap. So hopefully obviously we can be battling it out for the race victory here today. We've got 15 laps ahead of us though around the Autodromo Interlagos, so we'll wait and see how this one goes. It's going to be quite a long race ahead of us, about 25 minutes if my maths hasn't failed me as well. It might be sort of 25-26 minutes long depending on how well the tyres last as well. We've only got racing hards for this one, so yeah, things could get rather interesting. Most of the field pretty tightly bunched there. You can see what, top 17 separated by 1.3 seconds. I found the Beach Team car as well there. I used to run that back on Forza, if you remember, back in the TORA days of British GT. But yeah, this is slightly different to the TORA days of British GT. There you can see a Peugeot at the back of the field. We've actually got Toyota, and then I think 3 of us in... Oh god, I'm in reverse. Don't want to do that, thank you. I think we've got 3 Porsches just behind, and then a Toyota. Yeah, we've got to make sure we keep the car in first gear. But yeah, looking forward to this one though. We'll make sure we get the brake bias pointing slightly towards the front. But yeah, hopefully we can survive. 15 laps ahead of us though. Let's try and keep it clean, keep it tidy, and let's see if we can win this thing. Lights out and away we go. We've got to remember just how short first gear is in this thing. Pretty much want to get straight out of that as soon as possible and dive straight into the slipstream as we head down in towards the first corner. Now, being smooth is going to be the key at the start of this one. And hopefully we can just try and get up towards the back of the GT86 to see if we can apply some pressure early on. I don't think fuel is going to be a major issue, or if it is, tyre wear. No, fuel actually might be quite a big issue in this one, as this guy already tries to break the toe. Want to try and apply that much pressure early on as he instantly makes a bit of a mistake. Okay, wonderful. Because there was so much we could do there, Gran Turismo. Things that you love to see. He completely span across us. We tried to get out of the way. He just nudges us as he's already going round, and that warrants a 4-second time penalty for us, does it? On 2021, I'll be honest, I don't have too many aims and hopes and aspirations, but please, GT Sport, fix your penalty system. That's one thing I hope for in the new year there. But yeah, that means we're going to have a 4-second penalty. I think there's a penalty serving place at Junsao. I might be wrong though, it might be down at the SRL at the start of the next lap. Obviously we'll have to wait and see in just a moment. I'm guessing it is only at the SRL then. So yeah, I mean we'll get a little bit of time to see if we can try and build up a bit of a margin there. But yeah, nothing we really could have done in that situation. But yeah, I guess GT Sport be GT Sporting at the end of the day there. But anyway, come towards the end of the first lap. We are going to be leading the way, but not for much longer, as top end speed feeling pretty good. Just on the anchors at the double cone. Try and keep the braking nice and straight. Yeah, I'm going to guess. There we go. Just getting official confirmation that we will be getting a 4-second slowdown out of this third turn. How far down the order is... Oh, it's not there. It's all the way down here. That's not going to help us out either. How far back is it going to drop us? Only in second. There we go. Only down to third? That's okay. We can accept that. That's not as bad as I thought we would be, in all honesty. I thought we were going to get chucked into the midfield and chucked into the hellhole. But yeah, this means obviously we get a bit of a chance. Try and claw our way back through a couple of equal cars to us. Now, the Porsche, generally speaking, is pretty consistent on GT Sport. Like I said, both Porsches in Group 3 and Group 4 a pretty decent sort of middle-of-the-road races. I know the RSR is, yeah, normally very, very popular in GR3. Just generally, yeah, due to the way it's able to keep its tyres in good nick, mid-engined, and all of that. But this one as well, obviously, I know a lot of the time it's the back of the front-wheel drives now in Group 4, but hopefully, I mean, so far, apparently with a Porsche 123, it's not the same in this race, and I don't think on Interlagos really plays too much into the hands of the front-wheel drives either. There's a lot of sort of twisty bits. Obviously, they're generally missiles down the straight, and you have got a couple of big straights around here, but yeah, generally speaking, you don't really get too big a chance to stretch your legs in them. You can see with the in the slipstream, 43 is by no means a particularly brilliant lap, but when you consider the 4-second pen, hopefully we can see if we can get close to 39, just like we were able to run in qualifying. I was a little bit gutted actually, we ruined our first lap. We had another guy just sort of sat in the way, and then he missed his braking point, rejoined, hit me. It all got a little bit weird, but yeah. Got a good run on GT Pulse. We'll show the nose, we'll see if he brakes early. He's a little bit later on the brakes. He misses his apex though, so we might be able to get a bit earlier on the power. Have a look to the outside as we head up the hill. Have we got the run? Yeah, we just about got the car to the outside, so this should be, I mean, if he wants to be brave, by all means to go for it, but we got the inside line. Keep it nice and tidy. Give him the room on the exit. He's still going to try and keep the nose there, but now we should be able to slot in just in front. Slam the door shut on the exit of the corner. And we're now up into P2 once again of this race, right where we started. So P3 to P1 for the leader. Not bad going, but hopefully we've got just a little bit extra pace over him as well as we head down the hill in towards the final corners of lap 3. We are going purple at the moment, which is nice. And the final turn, nice and tidy through there. I don't think we've quite got the slipstream on the leader. He's really trying to take a very, very aggressive line at that final turn, and it hasn't really worked for him. Yeah, we haven't got the slipstream. It's not really gaining all too much. We're probably going to be a little bit more worried about the Frenchman just behind us as we head out onto lap 4. New fast lap though. Pace looking good at the start of this one, but again, it's just sort of trying to maintain a good rhythm. Don't shred the tyres, as that's a lot of curve through turn 2 there. We're going to take a fair chunk of time out of the guy in front of us by doing that. Thank you very much. Gap now under a second. I think now they reckon it's normally about 3/4 of a second. Gives you effective slipstream, so hopefully we can get within that nice and quickly soon here. As yeah, at the moment, I'm tempted obviously just to do a little bit of grinding behind the scenes. You know, sort of, if we get a good combos next week, try and get yourself back up to AS. You know, I need to be looking at A+S. Ready for the new seasons of sort of manufacturers and exhibition series if I want to be scoring decent points, but yeah, we'll wait and see as to how things go. Nose in nice and tidy. Down the hill. Really satisfying if you keep the car nice and tucked on those curbs. Yeah, I feel top 2 we've got a bit of a margin over the rest of the field there. That's a lot of curb through there that you probably don't want to be taking, buddy. As we head down the hill. Yeah, we're definitely now within that margin out of Jungsao once again, hopefully. We'll stay close. Yeah, we'll get a little bit of slipstream on him as well. So things, yeah, looking rather good actually at the start of this race. We seem to have some pretty decent pace, just in case of trying not to shred the rubber. Fuel is definitely going to be an issue though. We are going to have to pit for fuel, and therefore it probably makes sense to pit for tyres at some point as well in this race. 39.9, only just a sub 100 second lap there by 3 thousandths as all the guy in front clips the grass. Don't really want to be doing that. Definitely do want to be doing that through there though. Are we going to be able to get a run through the centre S? Closing in just a little bit. It's always quite fun actually to race this track in something that isn't a Formula 1 car. I mean, it's a brilliant fun track in Formula 1. It's always nice just to race it in some other stuff. Not quite close enough to go for a move there. I could have tried to send it, but it just wasn't really worth it. Normally, yeah, you can do that. Try and force some errors out of other people. Are we going to be able to get a run up the hill? No, we'll bail out that. Don't want to try anything too dive on me aggressively early on still. You never know if we're going to end up battling this guy later on. it's always, I feel, good not to make enemies on GT Sport. It's very, very easy to sort of manipulate the cars around you, you know, sort of park apexes, things like that. So trying to avoid making enemies is probably quite key. As we found it in that video that went live a couple of weeks ago, that Group 2 race we did at Fuji, where that guy got, and I, at the time, I said that shouldn't have been a penalty for him. I lost the back. It was very much like that incident on that one. I made a mistake. But he unfortunately made a little bit of contact with me, so Gran Turismo Sport deemed it his error, or his fault as to me making that mistake. But he clearly, yeah, wasn't happy with that. So he decided just to take me out. You know, thank you all for the support on that video as well. It did a lot better than I thought it would, in all honesty. So yeah, we'll definitely. Well, I don't really want to try and get put with too many rounds on GT Sport, but if it's going to happen and we can get some views out of it as well, and get some new subscribers in, I will take it at the end of the day. Thank you all as well for over 400 subscribers now. I know it happened a few weeks ago at the time of recording this video, unless of course YouTube's been on a bit of a purge and we're back down to like 390 odd. But yeah, really is quite nice, you know. So this channel, I just sort of upload stuff that I want to when I want to. So it's nice, you know, we're sort of building it up slowly but surely. I want to try and get it obviously up to 1K if possible at some point, but you know, I'm not too, you know, I'm not focused on the numbers just yet. But it is always nice if you are new around here. Just, you know, dropping a sub, plenty of racing content if that's what you guys like, you know, Forza, GT Sport, iRacing, doing a little bit of race room, want to try and do a little bit of ACC, but obviously we'll wait and see about that as well in the future. It's like very, very aggressive through there by the Spaniard. We are just sort of waiting around at the moment, seeing if we can line up a move at some point. Yeah, only 6 laps in, we've only got half fuel, so I don't know, I don't really think fuel saving isn't going to be the way to do this, but we're just trying to apply some pressure, see if we can force an error. Well, that's close. He does like to break early into that. Let's take a lot of curb. Yeah, I think sooner rather than later we need to be trying to make a move work on this guy, so we get a good run in towards Junsao. Again, let's take a lot of curb, but again, he's made a hash of that at the final corner. We'll have a look to the outside. Up the hill, it's going to be a drag race to the start-finish line. Fancy chances normally on the outside, but we'll see if we can get into the lead before we cross over onto the next lap. There we go, fractionally ahead. Who's going to be ahead as we cross the line? It is just about going to be us by 18 thousandths of a second there. I'm sure he's going to try and keep the nose there. Pretty even on the brakes. We'll give him the room on the inside. We should have the inside for turn 2 though, and I think he's going to try and switch back on us. Oh, we actually ran into the back of me. See if he gets a run down the hill though. We're already halfway through this race though. Is he going to dive me perhaps? Let's have a look. No, this guy seems pretty sensible. I think we've sort of understood that both of us got a bit of pace over the rest of the field, so if we can work together for a bit, we can probably pull away a bit of a margin. But I feel like we've got a little bit extra in the back pocket over this guy as well. Let's just see if we can really sort of nail this middle sector. All the exit curve, brake at the doubles, cones. So yeah, those front tyres, well actually the rears seem to be struggling quite a bit, well not quite a bit, not as much as the fuel. Certainly going to be fuel limited rather than tyre limited this race. That's good. Got the scrub through there, but yeah, we'll probably pit when the tyres start to go off a little bit, just because obviously the fuel's going to end up running out anyway, so we need to pit anyway. So it might be that I pit actually maybe in the next lap, just so then we, you know, you pretty much get even tyre wear across both stints. Building up a little bit of margin. We have got it up to a second now, so clearly, yeah, the pace is still pretty decent in the car. Lap consistency, it's been a little bit over the place, but we have tried to battle our way through traffic as well there. What's it going to be? That's going to be another 140. So I think if, yeah, we can keep sort of 140s consistent, things will be pretty good. That's a lot of good. Back end really just broke away on the entry there. Luckily we're not getting a penalty for it though. Gran Turismo's track limits do seem to be fairly lenient around here. I just wish, you know, perhaps if it had like a corner cut system as well, like you get 3 warnings, then you get like a 2-second slowdown pen or something like that. That could be quite good, because I feel like a lot of them, you'll like do once, get a ridiculous penalty and you completely screw your race. So I think, yeah, there needs to be a little bit more variety in it as well. Perhaps this is why we've been quick, because we've been shredding through fuel, or burning through it, I should say, as well. Perhaps everyone else has been fuel saving. Now we're going to try and fight our way back through. I am probably going to pit at the end of this one. That's a nice chunk of curve. Just obviously seems no point. If we're going to have to pit anyway for fuel, may as well just do it at the midway stage. Let's see, a few people I think have just pitted. So hopefully, yeah, we're not the only one. I don't think, let's be fair, I don't think you're ever going to save 3.5 laps worth of fuel around here. Or if you are, it's just not going to be worth the time. So actually go purple at the final corner. So maybe actually, yeah, these tyres still got a bit more to give. Car's getting a bit light as well. Perhaps we're not doing too badly at this moment in time. We'll do another lap then. We may as well do another tour. See if this guy behind us picks in. No, he does not. He's going to stay and do another lap as well. Is this going to be an even better time? Yes, it is. A 39.7. Not too sure where that's come from. That would have been good enough for pole. Only just, I think, but it would have been good enough for it. Would have been right there for pole position. So that's on 8-lap old rubber. Certainly can't complain about that. Gap building up to pretty much 2 seconds as well now. But yeah, unless we go purple again, which currently we are. I was going to say we'll hit the end of this lap. Clearly we're still finding pace. Nice to know you can leave it through in third through there as well. Still get the front end snapped in. Yeah, so far though, been a fairly undramatic race. Exclude that lap 1 moment between me and the GT86. I'm not really sure we could have done anything there. He was going so defensive for whatever reason. He just sort of took our normal line and then he dropped it on the outside curve and just slid across us. He might have just been able to catch it and he not nudged me. Yeah, I don't think really you can blame that on me in that instance. Unless, of course, it looked very, very different on his screen, but who knows. Let's see if we're going to be purple again then. In towards the final corner. Oh my god, we are again. It's a particularly good run out the final turn though, so I might just pit now. Get some fresh hards on. And then just top up the fuel enough to what we need. We're pulling away about a second a lap at the moment, so things are looking rather good. Racing hard, so yeah, we do need a fair chunk of fuel, as the guy behind does dive it into the bits as well, so that's nice. Polish guy stays out there, so he's going to try and just go right to the very end of his fuel. Let's just see. 6.3, that should keep us going. Hopefully we haven't been jumped by anyone. No, it seems pretty good. Although you have got to come all the way out the pit lane. Wasn't expecting that, I'll be honest, but I think we've actually pulled away a little bit of time. In literal fractions over the guy behind us, but I think we have pulled away just a little bit. We are still going to be out there in P3, so hopefully, yeah, we're never going to be off the podium in this race. Is there? I think that's the Beach Dean Aston Martin just behind us. Just trying to get these tyres up to temperature. Don't do that. Please don't do that, little car. Got a few more laps to go. As well, just try and build up a bit of a margin. Push the car a bit. See what it can do. See if we can set some even faster laps. So come on. We've got like 350 horsepower. Is it lighting up his rears so much? Racing tyres. It's only racing hard tyres, but they're still racing tyres at the end of the day. Is the leader. Yeah, 11 seconds up the road. It's not bad going. A couple of laps laid under his belt. Just wait and see there. We've got German just in front of us as well. A Brit up into 5th. But yeah, Polish guy does dive it in. German guy is also going to dive it in to the pit lane. So let's see if we can try and set a good sort of low 139 then in this race. German have done very, very well on his fuel. 39.6, there we go. That should count. Nice chunk of curve through turn 2. Hold the apex through turn 3. Sort of save yourself a few fractions. There, and on GT Sport, every tiny thing helps. Nice chunk of curve on the exit as well as the gap here almost at 5 seconds now. home. Don't know why I've done it back down into second. We know we can hold third. No, we can't, apparently. A little bit of exploration. Okay, a 1 second penalty. If they're running wide and losing time. He's going to help the guy behind us get a little bit closer. It's actually the pole's up to P2. How does he manage that? Fair play. Was that the guy in the GT86 at the start? I'm not 100% sure, but fair play to him. He's managed to make it work, whatever he's doing. That's just running that extra lap on less fuel. Going for the iRacing strat, you just brim the tank at the start. Yeah, purple though. I know that. 2/10. Cool. Shouldn't have to be lifting out the throttle there. It should just be one smooth motion. The pole seems pretty quick actually. As soon as I say that, he drops a few tenths. Still. 4 more laps to go though. Things looking rather good at the front of the field. It's going to be a 1:13. Oh, we did only improve by 29 thousandths, but an improvement is an improvement. Come on, nose in. There's Apex there, supposedly. One guy's still out of the pit. Fair play. Surface pen. Shouldn't cost us too much. There we go. That's fine. Only a momentary blip. Yeah, it cost about 7/10 there, as I think the Spaniard. Is the Spaniard and pole battling out? No. I think that was just someone in the pit, like, shaking up the order a bit. Oh, don't do that. Thank you. It's a nice way to go into there, or opposite lock. Would not recommend. Right, yeah, let's try and go for a really quick lap then. See what we can muster up. Tyres don't really go off in this thing, so we might find we just seem to get quicker and quicker as the race goes on. Oh, that's not going to help us. Come on. Nice and easy on the power. Open up a good run. 3 laps to go here from Interlagos. Now, I'll be honest, I wasn't expecting this race to go as well as it has, but it definitely shows we need to get our driver rating up a bit more. We want to still be getting more and more points in these seasonal events. That's about 41, that's fine. Brake at the double cut. Don't really want to be bouncing off the rev limiter on the downshift. Ooh, come on. Oh, God. Nice double snap of oversteer. That was some proper cross-arm full opposite lock. Don't get that too often on GT Sport. It's normally gone round or you've held onto it. Stop going out there. Oh, don't be another pen. 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 I think we got away with it. I think this time round we've got away with it. Oh, where are we going? Where are we going? It's all going a bit pear-shaped towards the end. Starting to make mistakes. You can see people tearing up the hill. That's quite cool. Always do quite like sort of the way Interlagos is sort of built. It never seems right in my head, though. I'll be honest. It seems like it folds around on itself more than it actually does. I don't know. I always feel like the way you're going up in towards turn 5, turn 6 even, always sort of feels like it's not where it should be in comparison to those final couple of corners of the lap. I don't know really why. I guess just turn 6 and 7 sort of throw me off. I thought you'd done a U-turn. Yeah, I don't know though. I was slightly confused though with how the world works. Let's see if we can set another quick lap. I've still got the fastest. Let's get that low 39. 39.4 or better. Ah, nose in. Oh. Nice trick of curve or a lot of understeer. Fronts are definitely starting to go just a little bit. Still purple though. Oh no, we bottled that though. Oh, that was not good. That was not good. That could have been a 39.3. Even a 39.2. On that one, but we'll try and give ourselves a short run to the line still. See what we could have had. Is it going to be an improvement still? Oh, it's still a 39.5. On to the final lap though. Come on. See if we can find just that little bit more. Only 9 seconds in the lead now. Things have really gone our way today. That's fine. I can accept being 6,000s down. I should have taken second. No, we got it working. We got the bike. Shortest run. Nice track. Keep it sweet, keep it tight. I reckon if we absolutely nail it, we could get 38. This lap is not going to be that 38, but still. I mean, sort of more like a theoretical. What has happened? I think the Polish guy's bottled it. This gap's only up to 11 seconds, and it's the Spaniard just behind us. We're a 10th down. Should be able to claw some of that back. Are we going to get a minor improvement on our previous lap? Whatever's going to happen, though, it is going to be a win here in Interlagos. Very, very happy with that one. I honestly thought after lap 1 things might get a little bit dodgy with that penalty, but we didn't drop us back as far as I thought we would. We got back to the front, and it's been plain sailing since then. 39.3 to finish us off as well. They're very, very happy with that one. So yeah, we could definitely have a 39.1 in that race, but no, the Polish guy was well, not out of nowhere, but not the guy I thought he might have been. So where was the guy that started on pole? 10th in the end. That's a bit unfortunate for him. How many DNFs do we have? None. Everyone's still going. That's really impressive. I'm pleasantly surprised by that. Normally you get quite a few rage quits on GT Sport. One of the Caymans though did come through in P2. The other one struggled a bit later on. They're 28 seconds back at the end of the day there. But yeah, very, very happy to win that one by 11 seconds, considering what we were about 2-3 behind the leader early on. 2 guys inside the top 10 didn't get penalties. Did anyone else lower down? 3 overall didn't get penalties by the looks of it there. But we got an achievement as well. Races finished, level 3 completed as well. That's very, very happy with that. But it is a dub in the Manufacturer Series here. Like I said, I don't really know how many other races from this I'm going to be doing as well there. But hopefully that gives us obviously some drive for racing. I mean, with a number 17 car, so I do hope so with that sort of win. 23rd win on GT Sport. Only 86 points on the board, but it's 86 more points than we would have there. And obviously fastest lap as well, so happy with that one. But yeah, our 23rd race victory on our GT Sport campaign as well there. So rather happy with that. But thank you all so much for watching. If you did enjoy, do make sure you leave a like and get yourself subscribed. And yeah, we will definitely be back very, very soon with more GT Sport content.